English stories. Tuton the Planet Eater. To get some idea of the size of the Molokos, you have to see them from afar. If you were to put yourself next to them, they wouldn't even see you, and if the biggest of our fairy tale giants were to be at their side, probably the enormous Molokos still wouldn't see them. Maybe the best way to know what they're like is to know what their favorite food is. To your average Moloko, there's nothing more delicious than a huge planet, with its oceans, deserts, and mountains. And from all of them, there's no one like the great Tuton. As big as a star, he could swallow a medium-sized planet in one gulp. He was also great at finding the tastiest planets, and this had made him the most famous of the Molokos. But even greater than his fame as an explorer was his fame for being so selfish, since he never shared even a morsel of his wonderful meals, so the other Molokos only just managed to sample some crumbs left from the mountains. For thousands of years, because Molokos live a very long time so that they can grow so big, Tuton dined on the best planets. But it so happened that one of those planets, a lovely one of red, blue, and yellow, whose crust had the best flavor you could imagine, turned out to have a center made of the hardest steel in the universe. And the previously indestructible teeth of our famous Moloko shattered into 1,000 pieces. Nothing like that had ever happened to a Moloko, and it turned out to be the worst of eventualities. So many mouth-watering planets within his reach, and he didn't even have a single tooth to make an impression on them. And when he asked for help from the other Molokos, they all remembered his old selfishness, and how he had never left them anything but the smallest crumbs of planets whose flavor was of much worse flavor than what Tuton had been accustomed to. And the previously colossal and famous planet eater became a beggar, going through all kinds of suffering and calamity. All he knew was crying, asking, begging, and hunger. And he had to spend a long time living like that, until he realized that if he wanted to be given something, he would have to be the first to give, even though he was as miserable and poor as he was. And thinking about the little he had to give, he realized that he was still a brilliant discoverer of the tastiest planets. So he talked with some other Molokos, and he offered to show them where the best planets hid themselves. What great joy for everyone! They discovered flavors they didn't know even existed. And the Molokos, grateful to Tuton for sharing with them his great skill, became much more attentive to him, and never again did he lack someone to help crush up some mountains or make him a lovely desert juice.